Hey guys, and welcome to my guide on how to solo Maraudon bosses, Tinker, Gizlock, and the Princess. Before you want to start this gold farming method, you're going to want to make sure your boots have been enchanted with minor speed increase, as the Princess runs very fast, and this helps you keep away from her during the kiting process. You will want to keep your pet dismissed while you're running through the dungeon to the bosses, as it may aggro the mobs and get itself killed or you. Each princess run should take you between 10 and 15 minutes, and your gold profits are going to vary depending on which items that Tinker and Princess drop for you each time. For my runs, the least amount of gold I got per run was about 4.5 to 5 gold, and the most that I had gotten was 9 or 10. So, saying you got the worst amount of gold you could each time, you would make about 16 gold an hour, versus if you made the most, you'd get around 40. Once you make it to Tinker Gizlock, you're going to want to wait for the Earth Elemental Patrol, as you do not want to aggro them while you are fighting him, as it may cause problems. Tinker Gizlock is for the most part tank and spank. He will get you low, so once you get around 20 to 30%, you'll feign death and let your pet tank. The only problem with having your pet tank is he does do some sort of fear, and your pet could run off and aggro more mobs. So it's best that you try to hold as much aggro as you can while fighting him. After you finish killing Tinker Gizlock, it's best to tell your pet to stay there while you run away and have it dismiss itself from range. If you constantly are dismissing your pet, it makes their happiness go down, causing you to have to feed them more meat, so this just saves you gold in the long run. Alright, now it's time to kill the princess. Once you've made it past all the rock golems, it is okay to go ahead and call your pet out and go ahead and mark her with Hunter's Mark. You will want to start this fight with full health, full mana, and make sure your pet has recently been fed to try to maximize your damage on her, as this is a very long fight. To start the fight, I like to start off with a Furious Howl, followed up with an aim shot, as once again, this fight is very long and you will mostly just be arcane shotting her and auto shotting her until she dies. You will also be fighting her the entire time with Aspect of the Cheetah. Now, this is very risky, as if she hits you, she will close the distance and 2 to 3 shot you, so you have to be careful not to get hit by the boulder toss. The best method that I have found for kiting her is going clockwise around her room, not aggroing the giants as you run around, but if you do it correctly, she will path towards them and then run along the edge of the waterfall, giving you even more distance on her. Whenever Princess does her Dustfield attack, she stops moving and sits there for about 5 seconds, just making a cloud. This is excellent time to get another aim shot off or get a couple of auto shots off if you're paying attention to it. As you see here, she did tag me with a boulder, and I right away sent my pet after her. I don't know if it's something bugged with her AI, or if this is how she's supposed to work, but if you hit her with melee, she seems to do her dust attack, which gives you an opportunity to get away from her again and recover this mess up. I wasn't paying attention for this dust field, so I missed out on some extra damage during this kite. The best thing to do whenever she is throwing a boulder is to make sure that you are always going at an angle farthest away from her. If you try to cut the angle, she will hit you with the boulder and end your kite sooner than you want. As she begins to fall in health, you will notice that her movement speed from the beginning of the fight towards the end dramatically changes and makes it easier to finish her. I messed up again here with the boulder, but once again, I sent my pet in right away to try to trigger dust. Once you lose your pet during the princess fight, there's no more saving yourself, so you have to finish her or reset from here. Once you've made it to this stage of the fight, you don't want to get too cocky because you did just spend the last 5 to 10 minutes kiting her, and it'd be a real shame if you wasted all that time just because you wanted to get an extra attack in. And there you go, that's how you solo the princess in Maraudon. You could also potentially increase your profits of princess runs, as if you already have the Blackstone ring yourself, you can sell runs to people and let them get the ring at the end. I hope that you found this guide useful. If you did, please feel free to leave a like and sub, and I'll see you in the next one.